Ever wondered about the dark underbelly of the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas? Beneath the neon lights and the ringing slot machines, there's a history that's far from the public eye. Today, we're peeling back the layers of this infamous city, exposing a story that's as intriguing as it is chilling. We're talking about a book that delves into this captivating narrative, Sin City Gangsters: The Rise and Decline of the Mob in Las Vegas, by Jeffrey Sussman. This isn't your typical travel guide or history textbook. This is a journey into the heart of Las Vegas, a journey that reveals how the city was once under the control of the mob. It's a tale of power, corruption, and how one city transformed under the weight of it all. So if you're ready for a trip down the memory lane of Las Vegas, buckle up. Join us as we delve deep into the Sin City's dark past. How did Las Vegas become the mob's playground? This question takes us to the early chapters of Jeffrey Sussman's Sin City Gangsters: The Rise and Decline of the Mob in Las Vegas. Here we delve into the intricate web spun by the mob as they infiltrated this desert city. It all started innocently, or as innocently as anything involving organized crime can. The mob saw an opportunity in Las Vegas, a city burgeoning with potential, yet untouched by their influence. They moved in, not with guns blazing but with calculated precision, establishing a foothold within the city's confines. With their roots firmly planted, the mob began to build. Casinos sprung up like mushrooms after rain, each one grander than the last. These weren't just gambling dens, they were palaces of pleasure, offering everything from blackjack to fine dining, from slot machines to world-class shows. The mob understood that people came to Vegas not just to gamble but to be entertained, and they capitalized on this. But the mob's involvement didn't stop at the casino floor. They wove themselves into the fabric of the entertainment industry as well. They brought in the biggest stars of the time, creating a dazzling facade that distracted from the darker dealings happening behind the scenes. They had their hands in every pot, controlling everything from the performances on stage to the flow of money behind the scenes. In this way, Las Vegas became more than just a city. It became a symbol of the mob's power and influence. They had transformed a desert town into a glittering oasis of entertainment and vice, a playground for those seeking a taste of the forbidden. Yet, for all their power, the mob was not invincible. As the saying goes, what goes up must come down. The mob had a grip on Las Vegas, but the question remained, how long could they hold on? This question sets the stage for the power struggles and eventual decline that would mark the next phase of the mob's history in Las Vegas. What happens when power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely? This is the question that echoes throughout the middle part of Jeffrey Sussman's book, Sin City Gangsters: The Rise and Decline of the Mob in Las Vegas. As the mob's influence grew, so too did the power struggles within its ranks. The shadowy world of the Sin City mob was not just about glitz and glamour. It was also a battlefield. The stakes were high, and the players were ruthless. Notable figures like Benjamin "Bugsy" Siegel, a man with a vision to transform Las Vegas into a gambler's paradise, found their authority challenged by ambitious underlings. Siegel's dream for the Flamingo Hotel was a testament to his grandiose vision. However, it was also his downfall. His overspending and mismanagement led to tensions within the mob, ultimately culminating in his untimely death. But Siegel's demise did not end the power struggle. In fact, it only intensified it. The mob's influence reached its peak under the reign of Frank "Lefty" Rosenthal and Tony the Ant Spilotro. Their influence was so vast that they seemed untouchable. Rosenthal, a genius with numbers, ran the casinos while Spilotro provided the muscle. Together, they ruled Las Vegas with an iron fist. But the mob's power was not uncontested. As the law enforcement ramped up its efforts, a war ensued between the mob and the authorities. The FBI, under the direction of agents like Joe Pistone, began infiltrating the mob, gathering intelligence, and slowly chipping away at their empire. The power struggle was a game of chess with the city of Las Vegas as the board. Every move, every decision, had consequences. Trust was a luxury few could afford, and loyalty was often repaid with betrayal. The mob's grip on the city was strong, but cracks were beginning to show. The mob's reign was not to last, the decline was inevitable. Power, after all, is a volatile thing. It can build empires, but it can also tear them down. And in the world of Sin City's mob, power was both the maker and the executioner. So, what led to the fall of the mob in Las Vegas? The latter part of Jeffrey Sussman's book, Sin City Gangsters: The Rise and Decline of the Mob in Las Vegas, delves into the intriguing tale of the mob's downfall. The mob's decline wasn't a sudden event, it was a gradual process marked by increasing law enforcement pressure and internal discord. The mob's grip on Las Vegas began to loosen as law enforcement agencies ramped up their efforts. The once seemingly invincible mobsters found themselves under the microscope, their every move scrutinized. The long arm of the law started to reach further and further into the mob's operations, disrupting their activities and bringing key figures to justice. This wave of law enforcement pressure was relentless and left the mob in a state of disarray. But that wasn't the only factor. The mob was also plagued by internal discord, with power struggles and betrayals becoming the order of the day. This internal chaos was like a cancer, eating away at the mob from the inside, further accelerating its decline. As the mob's influence waned, Las Vegas began to transform. The city managed to shed its dark past and reinvent itself. The glitz and glamour remained, but the sinister underbelly was replaced by a more corporate, business-like approach. Las Vegas morphed from a mob-run town to a global entertainment hub, attracting millions of visitors every year. What is the legacy of the mob in Las Vegas? The mob's indelible footprint is etched deep into the heart of Sin City. It's a past that's hidden yet palpable, a silent murmur in the city's vibrant heartbeat. From the architectural grandeur to the city's economic development, the mob's influence is undeniable. Jeffrey Sussman's Sin City Gangsters provides a fascinating look into the rise and decline of the mob in Las Vegas, revealing a side of the city that remains largely hidden beneath the surface. The legacy of the mob continues to echo in the city's bustling streets, a reminder of a darker past amid the bright lights.